There's a video that I was shown a while back, but I haven't had a chance to do a video on it. But this video is going to be extremely profound for a lot of black people to hear. Now, I want you to watch this clip and we'll talk about it.
It's you liberals who have lifted them up, Howard.
Paul, you conservatives make a mistake. You can't afford to strangle hope in people. Without hope, people become dangerous.
No, Howard, you liberals have let them invade our society. You give them jobs, political jobs.
Paul, you missed the point. It's only the smart ones we move up.
That makes it even worse.
No, we have to move them up. If we leave a smart one in the ghetto, he might develop into a leader against us. But if we raise him up into white society, we neutralize him. He feels compelled to try to act like us. He loses his identity and his racial anger, if he has any. He becomes alien to his brothers. They realize he sold them out and they grow to hate him. He becomes worthless to them and safe for us. No, thank you. In fact, in his love for the creature comforts, except for his color, he's become one of us.
Now, you heard it was a conversation between a guy that's liberal and a guy that's conservative. And the liberal was saying that we have to basically neutralize this black person that could possibly become a leader. Listen to what he said. If he stay in the ghetto being that way, he's going to rise up as a leader. So to prevent him from rising up as a leader, we need to raise him up ourselves. They're going to look at him as a sellout. He eventually going to be looked at as one of us, and he's going to blend in very well. And there you go. And you don't realize how much that has happened. Even when COINTELPRO, the main thing was saying is to stop the rise of a black messiah. They don't want anybody to come in and lead black people to do better for themselves or possibly to break away from American living. Like, they don't want a black person to rise up and say, you know what, you have this power to command almost 40 million people, and you tell them don't shop at Walmart until they give black people a CEO position. Let's just throw that out there, right? And the black people listen to this person and they don't spend a dime in Walmart, and Walmart is literally losing millions of dollars a day. That would be a problem. They don't want that. You see, because if I had to, if I just had the power all of a sudden to lead black people like that, they listen to everything I say, we wouldn't throw rocks. We wouldn't do none of that. No, we wouldn't. We'll break you through economic boycotts, and then we'll be politically motivated as well and say, this is what we want. This is going to have to happen. Oh, you killing us in the street? OK, well, we're going to find every company that's supporting you, and we're going to boycott them and break them until you do what we say do. It's just bottom line, because that's the best way to do it. You don't have to get out in the street and do crimes, because nobody could say it's against the law not to spend your own money. But of course, when you do things like that, you become a target. But also, you have to understand, people from the outside are constantly watching what we are doing. So you may say a black person may start off real good. A lot of black people say this person started off real good. They were so about the community, and all of a sudden they start scaling up, and then all of a sudden they don't really fool black people no more. And then now they sold out. Or why? I'm going to tell you what some of that has happened. There are black people, like you say, that start off so well. They start off great, okay? Then they come up with ideas. They come up with a whole lot of stuff. And they want you guys to support them. And a lot of times, you don't support them. On time, we will support things unless it's some ratchetness. Let's call it what it is. We love ratchetness. We love ratchet TV. We love hyena videos, for instance. Like, I can put up a video, and I've done it, covering an event like a black business mixer, because you said, a lot of you guys say, well, we need to show more positive content on this channel. We went out and we were invited to that. We want to show that. Now, for us here, it costs finances to do that because we have a videographer now. That way, this person can record it, edit it, do whatever else. We go through all that, even our time, and we put it up. It don't get much response. But we put up a video about the wild hyena hood rats. Y'all jump on it like flies or jump on honey quick. And you guys constantly will show that you don't want to see positive content. All you want to see is ratchetness. All you want to see is the most negative things. That's what a lot of you guys show based on your engagement. So a person, like, I'm just using myself for example. I could look at that and I could say, you know what? Well, forget this positive stuff. I'm only going to cover the hyenas. I'm going to deal with the savages and the race politics and all this other stuff, because that's what you guys like. And then eventually you can become so frustrated that a person like him could come along and say, you know, why don't you come work for me? You know, I pay you $5 million a year, and you know, but you just have to quit doing what you're doing on YouTube, and you know, you just do what you're doing here, but you just may have to tone down just a little bit on some things. You're like what? Well, don't talk about police brutality like you do, and you know, you're going to have to kind of tone down a little bit on the, you know, black empowerment speech. I mean, I know you care about black people. You know, we love black people. You know, we really do, but you're going to kind of tone down just a little bit, because it may make our sponsors just a little nervous. So, you know, but just report things like you normally report them. Just kind of tone that portion down a little bit. And if you are so frustrated with a whole lot of things when you're trying so hard, you may say, you know what? Why not? My family good on that deal. I can do what you want me to do. It's no problem. I'm not hurting nobody. And then they will say, oh man, Fielding sold out. Man, he ain't talk about nothing no more. He got on that network and he just let everything go. He don't talk about the community. He don't do nothing positive. That's usually how that happens. And you will constantly keep having this happen. Not just me, but any other black person. You look at BET, how BET was so great when Bob Johnson owned it. But then instead of him transferring it to his children, or another black person coming in and wanted to buy it from him, no, Viacom bought it from him, gave him more money than what it was worth. And what happened to BET? Went down. It's nothing that's enlightening that's on that channel at all. It's a bunch of ratchetness, cooning, buffooning, and shucking and jiving. It's nothing important on there like it used to be. So you guys need to understand, you need to support those within your community that's trying, no matter who they are, who they like, you know. And if you want to support ratchetness, then eventually a person will say, okay, if that's what you support, that's what I want to do. But don't come up and say that you want positive things, and based upon the overall engagement and viewership, you guys don't look at that sort of thing. And I'm not the only one saying that. I mean, I've talked to other people who's in the community doing a lot of things, and a lot of people in our community don't support it. And you wonder why our people are far and few in between, and why we do good, try to do more good than what we are capable to, because we aren't really being supported. And that's really what it is when it comes to doing positive things within the community. So trust me, a guy like that, he coming at every bit. He's coming for a whole lot of people. If you out there having a voice, or pops that could have a voice. Now it's our job to protect our voices, to make sure our voices can do everything they can to actually help the community. And we must support those voices, because at any given time a person become human and get too frustrated. You just never know what can happen. Hit me up in the comments, use the commentaries, subscribe.